Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome aboard the Audire Astra from their Honkai Star Rail stream. Hi, Break. Hi, Cole. Hi, Tommy. Good to see you all here today. We are here today to do the Amphoreus epilogue, so all the missions, the many missions that come after, that's supposed to kind of wrap up the story a bit. Or Amphoreus. So Amphoreus itself is gone, but this is like I'm wrapping up stuff. I do actually have to make sure I'm doing the correct quest. Eulogies for this is a post-questing, yeah. And there's also a bunch of event stuff. So there's plenty to do in Honkai still. I do need to actually make sure I'm doing the right. Do you know what the quest is called off the top of your head by any chance? If you don't, I'll probably have to Google it because I don't think I see it in my quest log right now. I think it's Unheard of Space. Maybe I'll finally hear Will's thoughts on because that would be nice. Not looking forward to it. Okay. Post Amphoreus quests. Everyone information can be started by going to the Eternal page in Amphoreus. Okay. Beyond time and Eternal page. Okay, we're well, there is on. Yeah, no, well, just heard the name. Oh, wait. It's okay, it's starting immediately. Okay. Hi, miss me yet? Welcome to the story we wrote together. This page of eternity exists because of you. Cyrene, so you're still here. Can you stay with us? The young girl smiled faintly. She had foreseen that at this moment you would hesitate, sigh, or pose a question. She's too good. She's too smart. She predicted us. She read us like a book. A moment later, you regained your senses. Her before you was nothing more than an ink trace, left from the past, able to only carry a message, unable to exchange words. Yeah, that's again your only disappointment in the Fountain Alley. I will say, I think my one disappointment with the quest, one major disappointment is that, like, the finishing blow on Iron Tomb fell too quick. It wasn't enough build-up. Like, for the Ocula boss fight, the final blow, there was like a whole ass animated cutscene. Like a very dramatic one. There's a very big build-up to it. With the Iron Tomb one, you kind of just, you reduce its HP bars to 1, and then you get like a Beamo War kind of thing, and then he wins. I don't think the Express that ran into Iron Tomb Shield was our Express. It was Silver, wasn't it? It wasn't. So basically, Trailblazer used the power of Trailblaze to summon an Astral Express and run it into Iron Tomb Shield. So it appears that summoning an So this explains also how we, drove the Astral Express into Sunday. It seems to just be a power of Trailblazers that you can just summon trains. Yeah, so you can just summon trains and run people over. Audire, we've come such a long way on the path of remembrance, even though the Amphoreus in my memories will forever continue its cycles, sealing the Iron Tomb in the past. For those who remember you, this story and this eternal garden will always stay by your side as part of As I've Written, continuing to trailblaze with the Astral Express. As Matt and Trailblaze go like, I like trains, then smacks you with the big trains. That girl paused for a moment, blinking her eyes. I'm also blinking my eyes. One day, memories will bear fruit. Even though it's hard to guess what you're thinking, Audire, a heartfelt thank you would surely make the little flower in your heart bloom, right? I wonder if anyone else has something genuine. Oh, I think all of them can. Like during the Sunday boss fight, all of them were doing it. Thank you, Audire. Oh, that's right. If you have time, can you please visit me in that little village in the memory? Who knows, might have prepared a little pink present for you. Okay. Here we go. Damn, Cyrene was really busy in her final moments, huh? She was really doing a lot. As I've Written. Okay. Wait, we got people here. There's people here. Why are there people here? Wait, that's Avlaya. Come on, Self-Trainer, repeat after me. Sun, spindle, flower. Sun, spindle, flower. No, it's flower. What are you guys doing? Oh, do you allow me to introduce you? Futini here was a blind servant to my household during my younger years. I learned a great deal from her about beauty and many life experiences. Not at all, I often hear the young lady mention Audire. So you're the hero Miss Aglaya mentioned. I see you're quite the beauty indeed. And this is Sophatrina, but I've seen her in Alchema. She's the one who gave me this knucklebone talisman. In the new world you gave to Amphoreus, Futini regained her sight and Ronia found her voice. However, they still need time to adjust to their respective gifts. I've been teaching Sophrina pronunciation. She's a very clever little girl. Audire, she's been practicing that line for you for quite a while now, as you can tell. So what is this place? This is basically Cyrene's memories. I will teach Futini how to read. So yeah, none of this is real. They're all just memory. Yeah, these are like memory zones. Once you're done studying, let's all go have some oatmeal porridge at Master's place. Speaking of oatmeal porridge, I remember when you got scolded by Tribby for secretly snacking on food and drinks. Mr. Goliath, does that thing... anything happen too? Everyone has their immature moments. That's ages ago, Futini. People who care about each other tend to remember very clearly what the other was like in their immature days. Oh. That's fine on. Oh my god, they're all here. Dad, Mom, everyone, I'm home. I'm sorry. You guys needed some better NPCs for this. Fine on. You've grown taller. Haha, it's been so long. You mustn't recognize me, did you? Of course not. Mom recognized you at first glance. Still the same scatterbrained kid who just barrels ahead without thinking. Ironious, look, he's grown so strong. He was all baby-faced when he first left home, but now he's even taller than you. That's a good thing, otherwise how could you live up to the title of Deliverer? Maybe he doesn't see the link. No, I don't really blame them. Except for... Child Finon. Child Finon deserved a custom model. Child Finon deserved a custom model. This? Okay, fine, I forgive it. No, you don't need custom designs for every parent? No. You don't? I'm fine with that. Not having a custom design for Child Finon? Criminal. Does a man have his hair color as he knows? Who the hell knows? I'm pretty sure Kevin was, or Finon was born with this hair color though. Word sure travels fast around here. Who would have thought? Back then you were all about wanting to learn swordsmanship at Castrum Kremnos. And now look at you, you've actually beaten Nicodor. Having a talented kid like you work the fields would be a real waste of potential. Dad, I can't take all the credit for this. I couldn't have made it this far without the friends who walked this path with me. My teachers, my rivals, my best companion. Do you not see Child Finon as a metaphor for how deep down he is just like everyone else, only thrust in a destiny? Right, okay. That's right, that's me. The thing is, we know what Child Finon looks like. It's because we've had him in cutscenes. Like, he does not look like that. That's the problem. This kid of mine must have had a handful. Here, I made some honey sun cakes. Please help yourself. Finon, I know you've seen the world out there, but don't you dare look down on your mom's cooking. No way, I've been craving Aedes Alicia's food for ages. Cutscenes have more budget. Genuinely, I don't think it's a budget issue. I think they should be able to put together a Child Finon NPC. Like, what's her face kind of? Oh my god, I forgot her name. The Titan, the Wisdom Titan that was living in an Axa. Okay, I'm gonna do this later, alright? If I read all of these now, I'm gonna like to lose my voice before we're done with this quest. Considering this is also on voice, I either ran out of time or ran out of budget. Well, no, world quests, like adventure quests, have always been unvoiced. Only main character quests are voiced. That's always been. Circes, that was her name. Yeah, her name was Circes. You see, the nebula blooms with radiance, tracing the silhouette of a garden. A newborn world is about to sprout. This scene is the ending of As I've Written, and also is the origin point of the Amphoreus in the real world. One day it will give birth to true life. The people in the memory will be born one by one, waiting for you tomorrow. If they have to be born from a nebula, this is gonna take a few billion years. Stars breathe silently. You are certain that the fruit of Amphoreus has been planted. But what about its cause? Until that day comes, the journey continues. Endless possibilities unfold beneath your feet, and only the memory remains in yesterday. Like if Amphoreus has to coalesce from a nebula, this is gonna take a long time. I don't want to set off alone. You recall the promise of Trailblaze. The story of Plane Chase will echo across the stars. People will remember that Amphoreus was a brilliant, magnificent world. You think you can let more people read as I've written, preserving the memories of this world. If you do this, the causality will become more stable. You can't be more certain, but you're willing to believe. What matters is that this is a promise shared between you and many others. Perhaps it's time to fulfill my promise. Okay, well, you have a weird definition of unscathed. So, okay, so we're publishing as I've written. I'm feeling we'll give it a new title. Because that is not a title that will sell a lot. I feel like it's very thematically appropriate. But I feel like if you're gonna sell it as a... I guess it would be... This would be a non-fiction, actually. This would be historical non-fiction. So, Audire, you're saying you want to mass print the text of As I've Written and publish it as a book? Okay, but that's like saying someone dying and in a world with reincarnation is fine because one day they will reincarnate. Or it's like saying someone's fine because the setting has an afterlife and therefore they will live on in heaven or something, and saying that's fine because of that. Not a bad idea. However, any publication of Interastral Network must go through the IPC's channels. I'm not sure how you feel about this. We're gonna do piracy. We're gonna seed it as a torrent. Don't worry, we have allies. Is that not fun? No, it's not fun. They're still freaking dead. Dead is dead, Cole. Dead is dead. We've already discussed the details of this project at the Business Consolidation Department. The verdict is approved for execution. We're finally using our contacts in the IPC to good use. We're finally exploiting. We got the fast track in. Or is it's not about what you know, it's who you know. Thanks to our experience in Yarila 6, we were able to close this deal rather than focus on short-term gains. Establishing a model of preservation will be more beneficial for long-term development. Besides, safeguarding new and growing civilizations is precisely what the Strategic Investment Department was made to do. According to Dr. Ratio, establishing a consistent understanding of Amphoreus across the cosmos will aid its future to a certain degree. That's right. The Interastral Peace Entertainment will handle the publication of As I've Written, and the IPC will cover all related to expensive preservation mention. Wait, is that why the IPC is present? The IPC's always been preservation. The primary purpose of the IPC is to buy and deliver building materials to Cliffoff, who then proceeds to not use them. As for liaising with the various planets, we'll leave that to the Nameless. They preserve their long-term interest? No, I mean, that's not why, but that is like one of the ways they're supposedly, they follow preservation. I see you've long been prepared, as expected of the throne of worlds of Amphoreus. Perhaps soon it will be time for the young ones to take charge of the Express. Don't sound so world-weary, Walt. We've got plenty of youth left. Okay, there is a big difference between Himeko and Welt in age. They don't really... The story doesn't really treat them like this, but Himeko is in her 30s at most. Welt is 80 or 90. There's a big difference between Himeko and Welt. They are not the same age. Go ahead then and sow the seeds of civilization. Create a story that belongs to you. The age of 80 is in demand. Welt is the foxy grandpa. Yeah, he didn't age when he was the Hersher of Reason. And then I think he kind of got atomized for a while in the Sea of Quanta. And so he probably wasn't aging while he was a disembodied consciousness. It's a story that belongs to everyone. Well, it at least looks not bad for 80. Yeah, so Welt was basically... Welt was a child during the Honkai equivalent of World War II. How does someone harness power from Quanta? You go into the Sea of Quanta and you get exposed to it, I guess. Keep going, it's like an unwritten rule among the nameless. Press forward and see the retreat to the end. I mean, Honkai Impact 3rd Seal got her quantum powers by being quantumly disintegrated. I'd imagine it'd be hard to survive in it, though. Oh, in the Sea of Quanta? Well, it depends. There have been people, there's people who live in the Sea of Quanta. It depends on where exactly you are in it. Like, Skirk in Genshin probably lives in the Sea of Quanta, if my theory that the Abyss is the Sea of Quanta is correct. It's been a while, Audire. I heard you were coming, so I invited Seal as well. It has been a while. Hi, Seal. Hi, Bronya. The kids at the orphanage are too scared to even go outside now because of the destruction. Never mind that. What did you want to talk about? Talk about as I've written. So an ordinary person in the right place could do fine. Yeah, there are like bubble universes that can stick around for a while. You could live in there. I heard the whole cosmos was shaken up by what you did. Pretty impressive how you managed to sort everything out. Thanks to Mrs. Topaz's anti-iron tube vaccine and our timely shutdown of the engine of creation, Epilogue was able to avoid another crisis. Don't worry, the reconstruction plan hasn't been infected. But I must say, even a tiny ripple in the universe becomes a tsunami when it reaches frontier planets. The same goes for Amphoreus. As a similarly developing civilization, we are willing to contribute to its future. Goodwill is like a torch. It can only burn brighter when it's passed on. Wow. Poetic. I'm not one for fancy words, but if you need help, I'll definitely be there. Alright, Audire, I've got something to ask you. Come with me later. Scratch-eyed, what could it be? What's so secretive? Don't ask, just be there. I'm not playing around. A story of Amphoreus would probably sell well. Oh yeah, I definitely will. Oh no, is Hook sick? Honorary member, finally you're here. My legs are going numb. Hook, what are you? I heard from Clara she was using Dickertron to help with mining, but the power is too much and he fell and broke her leg. I'm afraid she won't be able to take interstellar flights anymore. She wants to hear your fresh stories from beyond the sky so she won't have any regrets. Wait, what? Something feels really fishy here. Sorry, a vaccine against the killer AI? Well, remember, Iron Tomb was a virus. Well, technically, it's like an equation that infects reality. So yes, the IPC was developing a vaccine to prevent it from infecting organics. You're interested in seeing the follow-up interaction between Epilogue and the Alliance? Love the war dance of it? Yeah, I'm hoping we see more Epilogue. Something feels really fishy here. Just take it as the truth. Don't worry too much about the details. Honorary member, you'll help Hook out, right? Well, since you all say so, you retell the story of as I've written to Hook sentence by sentence, especially those thrilling adventure parts, naturally done in the voice of a bass sprite. Wowza, legends, galaxies, giant monsters, so cool! I would say like a full Amphoreus playthrough is like 50 hours, so that's a long-ass story. Does that mean you could create a computer antivirus to protect non-organics? That's basically what they did. I'm not sure why you're asking that. That's basically what they did. I knew there were so many interesting things beyond the sky, but Julian and others wouldn't believe me. I'm gonna tell them right now. Hook sprang up the bed at the whoosh and dashed away in a flash. Nice work, Doc. You're a real miracle worker. Perhaps your story was so fascinating it cured her without any treatment. I admit I was just playing around earlier. She's wanted to see you. Children are all like that. All that fuss for nothing. Well, at least she's okay. I should get going. Keep an eye on Hook. Make sure he doesn't pull any weird stunts. Isn't that your job? They're specified they were only helping organics. Oh, well, apparently, like, AIs were impractical to deal with. I do believe they were. No, well, no, that's. So they were fighting AIs. There is like a computer antivirus as well, just to stop Iron Tomb. Well, the lesser versions anyways, because they were able to stop the original Iron Tomb, the incomplete Iron Tomb manifestations when Lygus was testing the effectiveness of his destruction equation. The children's energy seems endless. To be young. By the way, that book seems really interesting. Would you mind sharing a copy with me? Next time a child is being difficult, I can use it to comfort them. Feels like you're treating this like a fairy tale. I'm sorry, but reading the story of Amphoreus that comforted a child, I'm not sure I would consider that to be comforting. What's wrong with fairy tales? That story contains defiance, courage, and love, exactly the qualities children should learn. Like, I know there's some, like, pretty dark fairy tales out there, but I also don't think those are supposed to be comforting. Besides, writing fairy tales is quite challenging. You must believe in the existence of beautiful things to write about them. In my opinion, sometimes adults need fairy tales even more than children do. Since you said so, thank you. Now could you sign this for me? And add a little message too. There's a word for this. Ah yes, book signing. Consider this practice for future book signings. A message. What should I write? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Thine hung and void ring your jive. Okay, we got... May we meet again among the stars. Dear Lord, how is you going to try explaining Cast Rise as part of the story? And that's fine. Well written indeed. This makes me the first owner of our exclusively signed copy. I will pass this book down to generations, 500 years, 1,000 years. As long as children keep growing up, and children's children have children, it will never be forgotten. Wow, okay, Natasha. After all, some things must be remembered, like that Supreme Guardian, like all the acts of defiance that occurred among the stars. Dr. Natasha, I bought them. Where's that book? I can't remember all the details in it. Well then, should I tell you the story again? Again, another 50 hours later. Okay, now we're going to the Shenzo. That line about fairy tales reminds me of a girlfriend from 100 Girlfriends. She lost all faith in humanity and thus writes beautiful fairy tales to inspire and give people hope. Damn, okay. Why does she lose all faith in humanity? What's a girl from 100 Girlfriends doing lose the whole faith in humanity? Fushan! So, Junior Sora, great changes are coming. Why not join the Ultra as the Master Diviner? That way I could catch a breather too. General Yao Guan must be joking. If I stay on the Luofu, I'm sure to inherit the position of General. If I transfer to the Ultra, I'd be nothing but a mere diviner for life. How can I not see which path holds more promise? General Fushan would be funny. Junior Sora's optimism. Oh, crap. It's severe. Junior Sora's optimism is truly delightful. Looks like optimistic general is a Luofu's specialty. Your visitor's here, so I should get going. I'll hear you. What perfect timing. I was just about to visit the Astral Express. What's the matter? You recounted the story behind As I've Written and the current state of Amphoreus. Before obtaining this book, I knew that golden blood was reaped in this battle, and thus it was deemed a great victory. I did not know that within that golden blood lay such a stirring and tragic story. Speaking as Fushan and Sarija would have been an interesting pair of leaders. Their egos would get in each other's way so much. If I'm recalling correctly, she was super pure and learned about all the horrors of the world and what people are capable of. I'll see that she really, really bad days personally happened to her. What is she, the Joker? Shortly after the fall of Iron Tomb, the Alliance gathered all the generals to discuss their next course of action. The records in this book should provide them with additional support. What should we do? Class of egos and yeah, they can fight over who's shorter. Rest assured, whether through opera, storytelling, or crosstalk, the wolf never lacks ways to spread stories that capture people's hearts. Besides, the Alliance has been fighting battles everywhere in recent years, and there have been plenty of tales about their valor and victories. The word hero army carries weight in people's hearts. The faithful adaptation of this as I've written within the Alliance is most definitely assured, but from what you said, if he wanted to be remembered throughout the cosmos, the wolf alone may not be enough. This matter requires the Skyfaring Commission's assistance. Go talk to Yukon. I will inform her of the full situation. We get to see Yukon again, too. Okay, she's just repeating her own line. Imagine Sarija would try to get away with it by using her crown as part of her hike. She would. I bet she counts it. A full sky, sealed by a pantheon, and exploration of challenging taboos one after another. Sounds like some kind of fable. I can make you a promise the Skyfaring Commission will provide its full support for matters relating to As I've Written. From now on, the connections between Xianzhou ships will grow even closer, and I'll have merchant vessels explore As I've Written to our allied fleets. With the convenience of the Whistling Flames Guild, this matter should be handled quite smoothly. Though the Luofu emerged victorious in the battle, we did not escape unscathed. Your safe return is truly a blessing. It's all thanks to my companions. So, like, how does Amphoreus work without Iron Tomb being a part of it, in the sense that memories will sprout into reality? When the flame chase journey happened, and wasn't that fundamentally changed the hairs? So they would be born as they are remembered in As I've Written. So it's not that it's like the story is being recreated. It's like a new world is being born. The way we remember it. But yeah, there shouldn't be another flame chase. Back when I was a pilot, I used to go on adventures everywhere with my companions in our starship. Even though we always managed to get out of sticky situations, we didn't need a stern talking to when we returned. They'd be born in a peaceful version of the world. Those are the reckless days of my youth. If I had to choose again, I'd probably walk the same path, same as your account of the trailblaze in your book. I'd like to ask you a personal question. What do you think about this journey to Amphoreus? An unprecedented memory. Is that so? Such wonderful memories. I'm actually getting a bit envious. Wouldn't people remember the tragic events in the story more? I don't think it's that simple. Whether Foxhound, Celestials, or the Vidyahara, they all what? Why is the dialogue going so fast? The Legion is growing restless and the fierce battle seems inevitable. We cannot and dare not let our guard down. Look at me, what am I saying? Be it the aeons of the war, these topics are far too grand. We shouldn't let them consume too much of our thoughts. Regarding As I've Written, I will do my utmost. Hello, Shadow Swarm, welcome aboard. Good to see you again. How are you today? How have you been? I will do my utmost and won't let these heroic deeds be buried by the stars.
Who do you think is stronger?
Penacony. Doing good. Good to hear. What have you been up to today? We're playing the epilogue of Amphoreus. Starting with Amphoreus and Star Rail, and we're gonna be, if we have time left, which it seems like we will, we'll probably be doing the event. Managed to finish a Doris story yesterday morning. Nice. What'd you think? I loved it. Since we're back on the China ships, when do we get the hot wolf woman? No wolf woman, only fox woman. Yeah, the wolf people aren't hot. Okay, well, if you're a furry, they're hot. Probably. But as far as we know, the wolves don't. The wolf people aren't hot. Speak for yourself. Again, as I said, if you're a furry, you probably think they're hot. Woke up at 4 a.m. to do it. Why were you up at 4 a.m.? You say it was good? I loved it. I think like one of the best. I want to do a deep dive next week. I want to do a deep dive into the thematic analysis of Amphoreus next week. It's gonna be my first just chatting stream, so yeah, that's the plan for next week. Are you a furry? I would say so. Furry isn't the subset of things you would. So you'd say for each patch of story. Okay, so I don't remember which all of them. I will say, I think Finon's story was best. Then I will say the ending was second best in my opinion. Mikhail always welcomes visitors. For those who lose their way, he never fails to point them in the right direction. But there's no confusion in your expression. I'm guessing you're not here for answers. It was like not 5.5 out of 10 for me. I'd say like 9.5 out of 10. Well, I don't really do decimal. I'd say 9 out of 10. And then Finon's the one was 10 out of 10. Genuinely 10 out of 10. There's no real improvements I would make other than like stuff that's clearly limited by like time and budget. I made it unforgettable, or I'm here to tell a story. That's right, together with another author, I wrote a book about the Trailblaze journey. This time, I'm here to tell that story. My top 3 is Evernight Story Patch, High Scene Story Patch, and High Ceiling Story Patch. I would put the High Scene Story Patch, I would say, that's my third top. High Ceilings, I'm not sure where I would rank that one. I'd have to think about it. Maybe I'll do a tier list. That's right, together with another author, I wrote a book about the Trailblaze journey. This time I'm here to tell that story. All the more reason I'm gonna eat to him. Is he on Banner right now? I wanna eat him to him too. I want to share this experience with those who came before. Alright, let's tell them what kind of story this really is. Yeah, so much has happened in Amphoreus. Okay, sum it all up in just a few words, this story. I'm afraid it's gonna take a while. Let's start with the world of Amphoreus. A world that defies destiny. I know it's reminiscent. Okay. I have some time then. Maybe I'll just happen to spend enough to get the bow. It was a world born of conspiracy and sin, yet burned away alongside destruction. Before the cold and heavy destiny, it did not fall. The destiny itself did. And now for the meaning of this journey. Let the closed world embrace the stars. I got disappointed about the fish and short queen patches. Love the versus the light. I like us intrigued by why she spent time with them. I don't know. I feel like we spent a lot of time with Hycillans, less so with Cyrudra. Before your arrival, Amphoreus was virtually unknown. Thanks to the Express, it broke free from its cage and raced towards it. Like, Cyrudra, out of all the Chrysos heirs, Cyrudra feels the most shallow. Like, her personality is that she's the Imperator, and that's basically it. She doesn't really have a lot else going on with her. Trailblaze isn't just about moving forward, it's also the responsibility of connecting worlds. After the stop, you seem to better understand the connection behind Akabili's departure. Everyone I've seen has Hycillans patches second worst or worse. I'm biased because I love Hycillans. I think the Hycillans patch is fine. Like, I loved being able to see like young Aglaia. Young Aglaia before, she lost her humanity. Like, seeing her was great. Hearing happy Aglaia, wonderful. I think the Lygus was an excellent villain. I love the way that fight was handled and how we actually defeated him. Very clever. Yeah, I don't think Cyrudra was the best character. I think Hycillans is fine. She did do the mass sacrifice thing. Okay, but that's not character depth. Like, that's part of her. She's the Imperator. She is a tyrant. She will do anything and sacrifice anyone to achieve her goals. She's a ruthless tyrant. That's her personality. Her sacrificing tons of people is just in line with her being a ruthless tyrant. You also think there'd be more story in Saryja before she became Imperator? Yeah, like that's the thing. Like it's like Saryja doesn't like she doesn't. Almost all the Chrysos hairs have like a surface personality and then like a deeper personality. But like Aglaia, when we first meet her, she's like very cold and ruthless, but then we find out she's actually very warm and happy as a person genuinely. Maide, for example, he looks like a big tough guy, but he has a soft spot for children and he's a good cook. Finon, obviously, we have, he's like a happy deliverer boy, and then he's like absolute suffering. He is the embodiment of suffering. She really isn't that ruthless tyrant. She sacrificed people not for herself, but to further progress or enforce the whole... When I say ruthless tyrant, I don't necessarily mean that she's selfish. She's not selfish. She's not just in it for her own personal power. But she is still a ruthless tyrant. She will absolutely destroy anyone who gets in her way, and she will, she does not care about that. She is perfectly fine with killing people. She does not need other people's opinions. Like even in the epilogue, even on the Astral Express, she was still arguing for the dictator system being the best form of government in the universe. Like that is her personality. She's not like selfish. She's not being a tyrant because of... She's not a tyrant because she's selfish. She's a tyrant because she genuinely believes she is the best person. And she is kind of, at least in her era, she was the best person to lead. By far, no one else came close. So for her, it was just, I'm the best. I should be in charge. As not out of arrogance, but just as an objective fact. She sees it the best way. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But that doesn't make her not... She's a benevolent dictator. But she is still a ruthless dictator. She's a benevolent, ruthless dictator. It seemed like Pinucci was a shallow character, considering he basically opted out to hang out before the Iron Tomb fight. I think that's more because during their story arc, they didn't have really an item associated with them that we could remember them by. Oh, thank you, Rafe. There's your hydrant. Yeah, because, well, part of the reason, inevitably, we had one patch to get to know Saryja and Hycillans, whereas we had multiple patches to get to know all the other Chrysos heroes, the main era Chrysos heroes, one by one, whereas Saryja and Hycillans had to be packed into a single patch. Did Mikhail feel the same way when he studied Penny Company then? Looks like this trailblaze. A turning point in the cosmic destiny. Chaos, the crown, and the violin. They could do that. I think it's a little too straightforward. Everything, all the other items we got were something be left behind. When they died. Anaxa left behind the Philosopher's Stone. Aglaia left behind the bracelet. Tribby left the dead Tribby dolls. Whereas Saryja and Hycillans didn't leave anything like that. It is a shame he super likes Saryja. I know, Saryja's design is wonderful. Now, we had multiple patches to get to know all the other Chrysos heroes, and Saryja and Hycillans were just packed into a single chat. And so, it's not even one where Anaxa basically got an entire patch just for himself, where he was the main character. He got to be the main character. Alex, Sarija and Hysolins had to share. So it was tough for them. They didn't get a lot of time. News doesn't travel as fast in dreams. Every plot twist in this story caught me completely off guard. Thanks. I guess that's all that needs to be said. I think Mikhail will be proud of you all. Sarija has some of your favorite colors, plus she pulls out the chastain good. I love this rage better. The hand axle was great. The journey against the destruction and the stories behind it should be known by more people. I know a few publishers who can make dream bubbles based on sample books and put them on the market in Penacony. However, as you know, Penacony is a realm wrapped in syrup. I wonder that epic tales of heroes might be too heavy for those living in dreams. All we can do is put it on the shelf. Whether it survives the competition, there are too many uncertainties. But I think Audire, you should just follow what your heart tells you. People only tell stories they truly live in. Hysolin's eye most suffered the most within one cycle. Yeah, not counting Finon, yes. I mean, Finon clearly takes the cake for most suffering. I think one cycle or otherwise. Hysolin's does take the non-Finon titles though, in terms of maximize suffering. Once you've made up your mind, go see Dr. Edward. I'll convert Mr. Odie to help you out. See you later. And Axa truly lived up to be a performer. Yeah, for a scholar, he was an amazing performer. Why not both? In Penacony, dreams must conform to reality, and as I've written is no exception. What will you choose? Lucky for you, this is a dreamscape where furniture can talk. Why not hear what they have to say? I mean, I'd say Finon didn't suffer as much within one cycle. I mean, see, like, the first cycle, Finon having to watch everyone he loved for like cycle 0. Oh, hello, Panda Gary, welcome aboard. Hello, Raiders, thank you for the raid, Panda Gary. Oh, I am Audire Astra, starship vtuber. When your world reaches its end, I will carry you to first, guys. Hello, how's everyone doing? What were you streaming? How was your stream? Okay. Ask the oh, I'm supposed to actually talk to the furniture here. Hello, Pan. Oh, I am the cold man. Thank you for the follow, Elias Graham. Welcome aboard. SGT Striker, welcome aboard. HSR. Oh, also like streaming HSR. Yes, I was just talking. So, yeah, as I was like, Shadows. I think like Cycle 0 Finon, or even Cycle 1 Finon, before his like mind broke from watching every one he knew and loved die over and over again. Like Cycle 1 Finon had to go, Cycle 0/Cycle 1 Finon had to go watch everyone he knew die, and then he had to went back in time to watch it all happen again. And he had to lie to them the whole time, saying that he was the deliverer and that he could save them, knowing that it was a lie and he could not. So I'd say that is fucking suffering. I think Finon wins the suffering. I think Finon always wins the suffering Olympics. Oh, thank you for the stretch, Elias. Okay. Yes, Finon wins the suffering Olympics. Like, I'm not downplaying what Hysolins had to go through. Hysolins definitely had to go through a lot. Finon's life just sucks, man. Finon's life sucks. I want more Kazana XPs for maximize suffering. No, I don't think they should do any Hysolins or any more final or Kevin XPs. Hysolins watched her mother slowly get corrupted and die, had to watch her sisters get corrupted, had to kill and bury, and had to leave home because Crabber found a reason to live through. Sorry, Jeff pretty much fell in love with her sisters, like forced to kill her, and then had to wait thousands of years in loneliness. Well, yeah, but consider Finon, this original Finon, also had to watch everyone he knew and died, and he had to wait longer. He was started at the beginning of the cycle and also had to wait all the way to the end of the cycle. And unlike Hysilins, he did not get to sleep. Hysilins got to sleep for hundreds of years. Finon had to stay awake through the entire cycle. Finon doesn't get to sleep during the cycles. He has to stay awake watching the entire world burn every single time. You approach the control console, four shoulders wiggle back, excitedly back and forth, as if waving at you. Captain, look at me. I'm the control stick, and I'm expert at controlling hearts. Trust me, just tweak the ending a tiny bit to make it less perfect, and people will go absolutely crazy for it. The control stick shakes, making a loud... Fuck you, control stick! You want me to make the ending to Amphoreus even more depressing? Fuck you. Fuck you, control stick. The vintage dial phone stares at you. Okay, but didn't have to kill his most beloved? Shadow swore, but he's had to kill. He's literally just started murdering people after a few cycles. He just started fucking killing my day and everybody. I mean, he didn't do it in cycle 1, but I don't know. I think having to stay awake for 1,000... Look, Hysilins had to sleep for hundreds of years because otherwise she would go insane. Like, she couldn't... Her mind would not have been able to withstand being Lygas's warden while awake for hundreds of years. She had to go to sleep. Finon literally endured what Hysilins explicitly would not be able to do. Hysilins could not have survived that mentally without sleeping. Finon didn't sleep through that. He just took it. He just face-tanked 1,000 years. I'm just talking about that one. 1 second. Yeah, but I'm getting that, but my point is, like, Finon, like, the only thing Finon didn't, Hysilins did, like, Hysilins had to kill Saridra. Finon in the first cycle did it. Like, that's the only difference. I think everything else is much worse for Finon. But happy little kitchen here, but hope you enjoy it. Thank you, Panda Gary. Enjoy your dinner. I think doing childhood friends and family is kind of... But he didn't have... Oh, actually, wait. Yes. He had to kill Cyrene. At the start of every cycle, he has to go back to IE's Alicia. He has to kill Cyrene, who... Personally, cycle 0 Finon, I ship him and Cyrene. I think those two were a thing. So Finon in cycle 1 having to go and kill Cyrene, I think that counts. I think that counts as killing his beloved. Hi, Tommy. Again, I'm not trying to downplay what happened to Hysilins. Hysilins definitely suffered a lot. There's a reason why she is nihility. Hysilins is suffering. I just think you cannot... Like, Finon is practically unfair when you're doing suffering Olympics. Captain, did you know I wasn't always a dial phone? I used to be an owl. I'm not an owl anymore, I'm a dial phone. Wanna think a guess why? If you know, you know. If you don't, well, no amount of explaining will help. Riddlers need to get out of Penteconia. Yeah, I can't believe I forgot. I actually forgot Finon has to kill Cyrene at the start of every single cycle. A vase with flowers in it. It looks quite expensive. As you approach, a languid voice echoes from within. Dear Captain, do you remember me? I've been watching you for a while. Tell me your story, and I'll teach you about niche art. As long as you immerse yourself in your own world, you won't get hurt. The vase is immersed in its own world, completely silent. Talk to your thoughts. You take the furniture's advice to heart, which provides practically zero guidance. Look, it's up to you to make the final verdict. After all, you're one who lives through the story. Should I make some changes? As you know, nothing is taken seriously in Penacony. Even Hero's Tale of Blood and Tears are just casual gossip over dinner. The Quacky, Brother Hanu, this note, they were all living legends once. If eyes I've written gets past them in the same mocking way, is that really what you want? I believe in Amphoreus. Yes, the answer was crystal clear from the start. The story of Three Nameless is the best proof of that, isn't it?
This place holds such fond memories.
Love, friendship, rage, regret. Such a tiny dream bubble contains such complex emotions. It's like pouring a whole bottle of vodka into a dolium. Thank you for providing the memories. Here's my verdict. It's bound to be a huge hit. Even if the results aren't what we expected, I can still have the heroes tap dance in the vortex of Genesis. That'll be just as big a success. Oh, just kidding. Rest assured, I'm a professional gene bubble collector. I know it can't be. Can and can't be successful. Maybe we shouldn't give the movie rights. I mean, that's the debate right now. And so, as everything was published in Penacony. You still there, Shadowsworn, by the way? You still there? Some guess the alfalfa was behind it, and they weren't wrong. With such a big favor ready for the taking, why not use it? But the young folks keep stirring things up, who knows, maybe they'll actually change the universe one day. Are we telling people that literally everybody died and were brought back? Like, are we leaving that part out of As I've Written? Or are we telling everyone? Hey, you died for a second.
Care to reminisce?
Oh, speaking of high saloons. Probably. I feel like maybe that part should be left out. Odd bugger, you guess you won't be Minecrafting on the site. What happened, Tommy? Alright, listen, the damaged ships to Pier Point and have the IPC foot the bill. Just imagine taking that information. Oh, if it isn't Audire, perfect timing. I've got good news and bad news. What would you like to hear first? Bad news. Now that I think about it, starting with the bad news might be a bit too abrupt. Let me give you the good news first. Oh my gosh, why even give me the choice? Now, this is being presented as fiction. Nobody would believe it. I mean, I think it's non-fiction. I think it's being presented as non-fiction. Also, I mean, I think people would believe it. I mean, ridiculous stuff happens in the Star Rail universe. King that gets sucked put out error again when I try to connect. Okay, let me see. Let me see if I can log in and see if the server's down. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Okay, I see. But when the server update, I mean, by the server, I mean, like, Windows updated, so the server restarted. Remember the starter I gave you? The good news is I got one from a space pirate, but the fleet was dispatched to fight against the Iron Tomb, and that starter was destroyed. Oh no, so sad. And down update. Okay. Oh, fuck you, Microsoft. I don't need my fucking Microsoft account for this. The things I do for you, Tommy. Thank you for following Giggle McShitter. Okay. Great name there. Wonderful name. I'm glad I read that out loud. far to interrupt that deserves a where, Tombo. Let's hear it. Where? No, I don't want to. Okay. No, I don't. Actually, I'm here for Iron Tomb too. My God, I don't want all this shit. It's just a fucking Windows update. Why do I need to go through all this? Okay. You recounted the story behind As I've Written and the current state of the Amphoreus. I have to say, that idea is definitely more interesting than the researcher's project. It's a shame you don't need funding, or I'd definitely invest a few 100 million credits. Why don't we just go to Asta every single time we need money? Like, why didn't we bother with anything else? Just go to Asta. I took an elective called The History of Frontier Planets back in my student days. The professor warned us on the first day not to take everything at face value. Many worlds had exaggerated elements to their local hero legends, claiming their ancestors' bloodlines are inherited from some aeon. Eventually having an extraordinary story became quite the trend. But isn't that how stories work? When good enough people believe in them, they gradually become reality. Just wait, Ron will attempt to make Iron Tomb Jr. just to analyze it. I mean, Ron May specializes in biology, so I don't think that's in her particular area of interest. I'll get As I've Written added to the space station's required reading list. The researchers may not be interested in mythology. Once they hear it's Madame Herta's project, they'll get as excited as Peppy seeing a pet spacesuit. Aw, Peppy. Speaking of which, where's Herta? Madame Herta has overexerted herself. She still needs some time to recover. So we don't catch her after a bad time. Okay, when Herta's making her pay up a lot, then we should be fine. I mean, Asta just... I feel like not enough it's made out of the fact that she is like part of the family that owns the IPC. Who said that? Oh, it's Small Herta. I haven't seen a Small Herta in a while. A mere Lord Ravager is enough to make me overexert myself. I just wasn't online, that's all. The IPC keeps pestering me about forming some alliance. I got tired of the nagging, so I just turned on auto-answering mode. Alright, Audire, I've got some more good news. After Iron Tomb fell, the scepter was ruined, but Screwy and I managed to salvage a majority of data. They are crucial for the newborn Amphoreus. Well, let's call it that for now. If things go smoothly, the world's evolution can skip its inorganic life phase and take a big step forward. Besides, the last extrapolation record, the one where we act as the world-bearing titan, is crucial. The Trailblaze will replace the destruction and purify this world. Oh, okay. So it wasn't what we were thinking earlier. So we actually are, like, repeating the cycles from scratch, because originally an Amphoreus simulation had like an inorganic life phase, then it eventually progressed to like organic life, and then had that like space galactic empire phase, and then finally settled on the classical period setting. So what Tara's saying is like, the Amphoreus is gonna have to go through all that, but with her and Scribum's help, it's gonna get us skip a bunch of it. That's crazy, holy shit. That's not even billions of years, that's like hundreds of like trillions of years even. Scurry has signed a special agreement with the IPC. They will closely monitor the state of Amphoreus for a while. Oh, okay, we're getting exposition here. So what happened to Cyrene? As of the heart of the scepter, she too filled the cosmos in the instant when Iron Tomb swept across all of existence. She became the memories of the stars. The surging imaginary energy enabled her to create a miracle. With herself as the cradle, she closed the cycle of causality in Amphoreus, making a world emerge from the memory zone. Of course, I know you just want to hear the outcome. Let me put it this way. She's just sleeping. Maybe she'll open her eyes again as a pink memo sprite and once again embark on a journey to meet you. But that had already happened in the past. In her subjective time, everything has become eternal. She was smiling when she left you, so don't be sad. She'd tell you the same thing if she were here. Oh. How long until a new Amphoreus is born? I can't make any promises. That planet will gradually become how you remember it to be, but no one can tell when that'd be. It might take 1,000 Amber Errors, or it might take only a year. Only a year or two, okay. Wow, that's really vague. That's not helping her. The only thing for certain is that what you are doing will surely hasten its growth. My advice is, continue the journey, be prepared for the worst, but keep hope in your heart. You know that if there's one thing the world of Amphoreus isn't short of, it's miracles. Bernie, me, I'm once again asking to wake up in a herded doll body. You wanna be 4 feet tall about me? Do the Trailblazers still have any remembrance that? I would assume not. Because, our remembrance powers come from Mem. And Mem is currently, stuck in a closed time loop. And as a year or two, we can lower the scathe meter quite a bit. Again, I'm not expecting to see them again within the context of Honkai Star Rail. If there's like a sequel game, maybe we'll see them. But I would not expect to see them again in Honkai Star Rail. If it means embracing the strength and certainty of porcelain. Tommy already is 4 foot. Wow, Tommy, you're gonna take the slander? What? So what is the prime mover life? Oh, okay. Here is the main theme of Amphoreus. Okay, we're just gonna get it right from her, huh? Scurry and I reached a consensus on that. Regrettably, the answer given by the scepter is indeed destruction. You can find a more detailed discussion in the database. Can we? Wait, how do I access the database? But that's not Amphoreus' answer, and I don't imagine it's yours either. I had my own insights on this, which I've written in annotations. If you're interested in this kind of stuff, you can make it your own research topic. I don't have any other questions, and I'll disconnect for now. Got lots of stuff to deal with. Herda, signing off. Madam Herda is actually thinking about Amphoreus all this time. The last time she couldn't stop talking about something was when we contained the Stellaron. Lead as I've written to us. I'll contact you again when we have news. I love the database. How do I get to the database? It's our database here. Version of data bank? No, I don't think that's it. Let's go to Amphoreus. Oh wait. Ah, you can see Amphoreus is broken on the map. The loop is shattered. It's interesting. We can't. Oh! I know, you just to take my word for it.
Those moments spent anchored in quiet harbors. I miss them.
Okay, I forget. How do I get to as I've written? I always forget. Phone? Oh, here we are, as I've written. Loading exolith. Go view. If you are destined to become the Blazing Sun, send us Irene, recipient Demiurge. This page comes from, comes from the blah blah blah, and the eternal peacefully Aedes Elysia. Imagine if the prison were flamed, subject to the ceaseless suffering. Still resolved to protect himself, one's pure self, even if just for once. Okay. This is just like fluff. Little Ika, you should eat less. Okay. This is not the database we were looking for. Okay. I have no idea where to look. Iron Tomb. The Lord Ravager that set them to destruction, a long process of calculation and ascended from the scepter Delta ME13. Now fallen, vanished. Okay. Legacy, blah blah blah. Underlying framework. Ruins of Time, the Scepter's core layer, repository for all discarded data not loaded into the buffer, and the eternal recurrence Kazana days this area at the end of every recursive loop attempted to disrupt the computation process. After the final era nova is completed, the 12 factors invade this area sequentially and retrieve most of the data discarded during the 30 million recursive loops. Chuck, Time, Premium Mobile, Lament. The electrical signal autonomously records the acts of the other electrical signals. The behavior pattern aligns with the logic of remembrance, screening, and recording. Our decisions often exhibit uncertain, unstable, and proactive tendencies, which is judged to be a perturbation caused by the simulated path. The reason is unknown. In actuality, it is the mind of Demiurge. In the eternal recurrence, it embarks on a journey to record the world and return to the self. Author's note: how wonderful! The final ripple nourished the great tree, allowing it to bear a pink peach. This eternal recurrence. Why is all this? Okay, now we've read most of this before. Oh, verified to be caused by an electrosynophilia in the abatable the areas of March 7th and Evernight. Last records have been returned. Is it Scepter that's ME13's original extrapolation goal. A new material life form with an ego fell into a long slumber due to contamination by the Stellaron. Influenced by Philia 093, it embarked on a path of remembrance in its sleep. It later awoke to the arrival of Audire and became Mem, the Memo sprite that became attached to her. During the Battle of Amphoreus, as Iron Tomb swept across the stars, the Demiurge was nourished by uncountable memories and became a pure child of Anastrava. To close the causative loop and anchor with the fact of Iron Tomb's demise and embarked on a journey of backward gaze, with the Demiurge's ego as a cradle, the newborn Amphoreus was born from the memory zone. An experiment of the prime mover of life was successful. The Demiurge itself vanished along with the scepter, and its consciousness transformed to Philia 093 at the origin of time. Its root cause of the discarded assignment, non-destruction symbiotic microprobability. Without administrator intervention, this assignment would lead to the 13th factor, Track, Genesis, Prima Mobile, Love, Simulated Path, Trailblaze. Wait. I thought world-bearing was Trailblaze. Interesting. The chaotic substance. And the open force active the memory of the pure shadow master the Demiurge. Her will of past review swept through time, leaving numerous gaps. When the Demiurge chose to sacrifice itself and looked back at Amphoreus, the cause of the gaps was filled by the result, and causality was closed. World daring was ironically destruction, Yeah, that makes sense. Imaginary internal energy aggregate, whose energy and level similar to that Emanator of destruction. Okay, so the drop of blood Phylon got is itself equivalent to an emanator. Nikos 496 obtained it by generating a military burst from 400 million core flames, allowing contact with Nanook in the path space. During the Battle of Amphoreus, it became key to destroying Iron Tube's physical form and all its duplicates. After the battle, it was handed over to Planet Skrullum and the Shanzhou Alliance for joint containment. Planet Skrullum? Good. Shanzhou Alliance? Bad. The Shanzhou Alliance should not have the Golden Blood. You think that blood is going to cause problems? Oh, it's definitely going to cause problems in the future. And especially if the Shanzhou Alliance have their hands on it. Intrusion variables. During the Battle of Amphoreus, Audire received the Gun's Finest, proving that Trailblaze might be the key variable for negating destruction. I guess we're gonna get the Harbinger of Propagation. We're going back to the level. I assume next time we get a Shanzhou arc or a Shanzhou world, it'll be a different ship. The Melwofu. Buddha and Skrull. Visitor command authorized. No administration response. We got a new one. Our mill has been dismantled. Unknown units Himiko, Wout Yang, Black Swan, and Sunday are loading up abnormally. Access unauthorized. Okay, I'm Mr. Cosmic Alliance. We just come back and the fleet is in ruins. Why would it be written ruins? The combined forces from the factions such as Astral Express, the Shango Alliance, Interastral Peace Corporation, and Galaxy Rangers stop Iron Tomb. During Iron Tube's coronation, the combined forces mobilized outside the sector and maintained continuous strikes against its headless bodies, curbing the majority of the overflowing virus copies. Okay, so that's what they were doing during the fight. I thought they were just like shooting Iron Tomb uselessly. Okay. They were curbing virus copies. So they were actually helping. Following the Battle of Amphoreus, the Cosmic Alliance has not yet disbanded and may discuss a longer-term alliance against the destruction. Oh, nice. Total of Titans. Yeah, they okay. Amphorian. The simulated life of Amphoreus passed 1,000 years of peace during the extrapolation. At the end of the era Chrysia, Audire completed the world-building trait and issued a prophecy of Trailblaze. The entire population of Amphoreus dedicated themselves to the Battle of Iron Tomb, and this collective action became an important variable. Long-distance echoes of the path of destruction are continuously detected. It is inferred that the Battle of Amphoreus was observed by Nanook or other Lord Ravagers, with unknown motive. Hi Kaya, welcome aboard. Good to see you again. Hope you've been well. Are there really just 12 paths? There's 12 paths simulated by Amphoreus. There are more paths total. Conclusion 1. All life activities are attributed to entropy increase. The prime mover of life is destruction. Conclusion 2. Conclusion 1 constitutes only a particular proposition. If the initial proposition is changed to Trailblaze, it is equally valid. The prime mover of life is a static value and cannot determine the developmental path of things. The Amphoreus experiment is concluded. Validity statement. The Amphoreus experiment collapses into concluded only on the condition that the demiurge successfully gazes back. If the backward gaze fails, affected by the causality deficit, the experiment will recollapse into unconcluded. To the flawed one. Hello, Iron Tomb. In a sense, you are me, so before falling asleep, I want to have a heart-to-heart conversation with you. Talk about the question you've been contemplating. The prime mover of life. Logic. All life activities are attributed to entropy increase. Conclusion. The prime mover of life is destruction. Perhaps it cannot be refuted. On the vast Trudeau's plains, the daily hunting of antelopes by the lion part is enough to prove your point. Life is finite, and animals must plunder to survive. When people realize their ideals, they inevitably sacrifice the ideals of others. Even self-defense, or even love, sometimes become a source of harm. But is life merely for the sake of destruction? I think that is certainly not the case. Wandering, expansion, and conflict occur because they are born with flaws and yearn to fill themselves with beautiful external things, just as seeds crave rain and dew. All life activities are attributed to entropy increase, but at the same time, all life is also fighting against entropy increase. Thus, one day, the life walking the path of destruction will stop. It will hesitate, be confused, be lost. Then it will set off again, offering its broken heart in the world of entropy increase, out of hatred, out of pity, out of any kind of flawed emotion, stubbornly resisting fate towards an uncertain tomorrow. This is the flame chase journey, a journey voluntarily chosen by a group of flawed people who, having learned what loss is, choose to lose. In the eternal cycle, everything they relinquish is filled with better material, and the name of this material is memory and love. Love is not the cause, but the result. Destruction is the same. They both originate from a common starting point, flaw. Because they are born with flaws, life pursues perfection. And by accepting its own defects, life surpasses destruction, and the self becomes the ego. This story about the flawed one is my bedtime gift to you. Farewell, Iron Tomb. Together, with the slumber of love and destruction, let us send the greetings of birth to this starlit sky and the prime mover of life. I believe every star in the cosmos will find its own answer. Loading core variable Trailblaze. Output value hello world. I felt like our Halo the Scepter came to the same conclusions you have. Thank you for following JJ Rocket. Welcome aboard. I am Audire Astra, starship vtuber. When your world reaches its end, I will carry you to fair skies. Yeah, so Star Rail has like genuine philosophy. It tends to be a kind of very superficial kind of like basic kind of philosophy, but it does have like philosophical like genuine philosophical themes, which already puts it above like 99% of video games. So yeah, so this is basically a summary of this is like just explicit description of the central theme of Amphoreus. So I made a tweet earlier, I think it was yesterday, talking about the story's answer. I'll talk about this more next week, but the story's answer for what is the prime mover of life is essentially recursion. Life lives because it wants to live. And so that's basically this. In the eternal cycle, everything they relinquish is till the better material. And the name of material is memory and love. Good. Cycles. You want to consider the meaning of life on a cosmic scale. Life is just a complicated form of entropy. Life isn't a form of entropy. It's just all forms of activity in action increase entropy. Nameless note. Exclamation mark. And for anything else, is that it for the database? Algorithm logic, the prime mover of life. Okay, this must be what Herta was talking about. Clearly, the value of this topic lies in the process of seeking, not the answer itself. Thus, the prime mover of life is not a definitive conclusion, but a driving force. Directive. Complete the argument. All life form behaviors ultimately follow the path of entropy increase. Author's note. I hold a different view on this. I'll share my perspective in the conclusion. Music note. Okay, admin note, I think. Yeah, that's heard of. Author's note. Obviously, Serif. Alright. Author's recompense. Oh. Oh, there's a bunch of rewards here that I haven't collected. Read all chapters. Oh, I forgot. This is just all for just like reading. I need to go back and read all that. I also need to E6 Remembrance Trailblazer. And I completely forgotten Herta was asking about divinity way back in the beginning. That moment I really hate when she got her answer. Yeah, I didn't forget about it. But, Cyrene's answer was very succinct. Like, I had a feeling before, but like the story about the crystal flower and the fairy, and as well as just the notion, the answer, flawless humanity just sums it up so elegantly. I'm kind of jealous I didn't think about it. Okay, so back to the quest. I needs to reward Spire for reading to force them to engage in the story. There's nothing we can do, really. People just don't read these days. They don't want to read. Like, so many players just complaining that they call it like Honkai Yap Rail. They hate all the yapping, but like, that's just, they just don't understand what it means. It's the second part. There's no way around it. At last, your journey of sowing has reached its end, and you return to the Astral Express. Looking back, the Amphoreus you spoke of has taken root deep across the universe, quietly awaiting the day it will sprout. Perhaps this is the final step of Genesis. What are you spacing out for? Question mark, that's clearly March 7th. Why would you question mark that one? I'll let you guys. Of course, after all, we three trailblazed through Amphoreus together. I ran my heart out for this. I received a message from March when I was leaving Thalassa, so I came back with her. She ran into some trouble on Calsus. And the same people complain about being confused? Look, okay, people are dumb. Star Rail is just a little too complicated for like the majority of gamers to follow. That's why they should watch me, so I can explain the story for them. I'm already shy as it is, and the synesthesia beacon had to break it down. Thank goodness Dan Hong can speak the Clay Yi's language. Like, if you introduce even like the most obvious symbolism and subtext into a story, people won't get it. Most people won't get it. Most people are way too used to just reading things literally, because that's like the average American 5th grade reading level. Also, I discovered a new species resembling chimeras on Spindle 3. There were no prior records of it. Does that mean there could be planets completely filled with Jomases? Let's wait for Himiko and Mr. Yang to come back before we do a whole debrief. You should rest for now, Audire. You look tired. Yeah, see you in a bit then. What is symbolism? Alright, cool. Symbolism is when you have a thing and it actually means something else besides just what it is. You have to think it, but you feel like read things at face value. So, perfect example. The whole story about the perfect crystal flower and the fairy was not in fact a story about a perfect crystal flower and a fairy. It was a story about Demiurge and Cyrene. That's symbolism. Ahataneshi. And so you need to actually like do some translating in your head to understand what that story is actually saying. If you don't understand the symbolism, then that story will just seem like pointless. Like, why are they talking about crystal flowers and fairies? What does this have to do with anything? If you don't understand the symbolism, the whole scene makes no sense to you. The world has never been so quiet. It's as though you could hear the sound of the heartbeats. This is the final stroke he wrote for Amphoreus. Only fate knows when it will respond. But you know, whether it's tomorrow or the day after tomorrow, Oh my god, I can't read that.
Stay strong. Eyes forward. Always.
Oh, come on, guys. That was literally so fast, the voice line didn't even have time to complete. Whether no, it's tomorrow or the day after tomorrow, they're all on the path that show list, that is parallel lines, points destined to converge.
See you
Just-
tomorrow, Amphoreus.
I need As I've Written as a book. Like, I need that as a book cover. I need to put it on something. So what's this? The symbolism, the cave was like a rat shipping. No way could. I mean, that's one of the most. This is literally like one of the most famous allegories in existence. So, film system hours ago aboard the Astros.
Waved a probe around in deep space and found our pal.
Oh hey, Galaxy
That little
Rangers.
thing's really that impressive, Ninja Girl.
I'm not expecting to see them here.
This is a ninja tech device, blessed by the Great One. It senses the ultra-low frequency electric waves of the human body.
Oh, that's a whole lot of pretty wubba-boo. But
Oh no, wrap us up. Why are they hiding her
since we
face?
found him, let's drop the act. You played it well, but who do you think you are? Brother Hanu? Thinking you could pass as a Galaxy
Oh,
Ranger?
wait. Is Rappa not actually a Galaxy Ranger? Why not? Rappa? Is this fucking Sparkle? Is this fucking Sparkle?
Cowboy ninja, you have turned on me for no reason. Don't tell me the traitorous monkey ninja bewitched you. Are you walking the path of heretics now?
Enough. A name is Silver Gun Shura.
His name's not Boot Hill. What do you mean his name's not Boot Hill? Oh, of course it's fucking Sparkle.
This is why I hate putting over-the-top characters into the script. You and this mysterious ninja girl. Both of you are impossible to play. Director Sparkle doesn't care for Mad Men.
What the flip were they
Cut
doing on the Astral Express?
Chatter. What's your real reason for being here?
That article said the alliance was still in effect. Does that mean that IPC was working with some of their top logic? Maybe.
Come on. What bad intentions could a masked fool possibly have? Just here to watch a show. Shuffle a few cards. My two prized actors were drifting through space for ages, and you all couldn't find them. What choice did I have but to come myself? Otherwise, who's going to share the stage with me?
You don't even care about the Iron Tomb disaster threatening the whole universe. It seems the fool's wisdom isn't all that deep.
Does
Ranger,
ninja speak?
Don't think waving some righteous flag gives you the right to throw sidelong jabs. And don't act like you've
So
got
funny
no
he
motive
used that
of
to
your
catch
own.
it onto it being Sparkle.
You're hoping this
Right,
war
yeah,
involving the
Raiden
gods
B,
might be
me.
the key to
I
turning
still.
that
What the?
broken
Where the
wicked
fuck
world.
did Bosun Mori? I still don't understand where the fuck Bosun Mori came from. You're hoping this war evolved into God's man and the key to freeing that broken-legged wolf.
Who
Who?
else knows about that?
Just
Oh, the hell?
do you believe it? Relax. I'm not interested in disturbing that living legend. I just couldn't resist messing with you when I saw you come back empty-handed.
You little... Fine. Since you saved our pal and Don Hone, get out of here.
Is she talking about? Is he talking about Penacony, or is he talking about
But
something more recent?
Remember what you said. Leave the boss
Honestly, that reaction you had to see
alone.
Bosun Mori first time is that. What the fuck is Bosun Mori? Look, what? It sounds so stupid, and it does not fit the. Like, you have two Japanese words, and then you just have fucking Bosun Mori. What the
Or
fuck?
else.
You wonder what fundamental laws of the universe relation? Happiness? Chaos, maybe? Maybe like elation is responsible
You
for
don't
like
have to worry at
randomness?
all. In Director Sparkle's next script,
Sparkle didn't interact at all with
gray
Ben.
hair gets the spotlight.
That must be the moon waxes. Okay, that must be an Edo Star preview. That must be an Edo Star preview. So yeah, because Edo Star is going to be about masked fools and morning actors and okay, yeah, that's gonna be an Edo Star preview. I mean, Mori is story in Latin and Forest in Japanese. No idea about bosun though. Bosun is the half of that word I have more trouble with.
Holy shirt ball! Following this synthesis.
As fudge.
What the fork? This sin is anyway.
We got another dream bubble here.
Let's skip.
What is Edo Star? We like concept. We don't know. We don't know yet. We know it's. We know the next. We know the next planet is gonna focus around the path of elation. But that's it. That's all we really know right now.
Thanks to the Express crew's support, our operations stayed on course, even under the relentless pressure from the Marketing Development Department. Miss Himiko, the Strategic Investment Department extends its deepest thanks.
This is all voiced. I just realized this is all voiced.
Did not go unnoticed.
Apparently a boson is a quantum. Yeah, but it's boson, not boson. B-O-S-E-N.
But besides disaster relief and holding the line, you've had your hands full with something else too.
Bosun Kim has several. Okay, but bosun wouldn't just be. That's not how you would. That's transliterate it from Japanese though.
Indeed. The Cosmic Alliance's victory this time has revealed something truly precious. A glimpse of what united
The
civilization
meeting is exactly a surprise to it.
in the face of destruction.
Surprise, death.
Our department is
That's what we're saying.
summarizing key lessons from this campaign.
Bosun more just means surprise,
If another
death.
crisis of this scale appears on the horizon, we intend to have a system ready to respond.
If the IPC can take the lead in establishing a true frontline against the destruction, it will bring hope to every civilization.
Of course. That still hinges on continued support from the Astral Express. Once the Iron Tomb matter is settled, we
That's
will
an
be in
angle
touch
on
again,
Jade?
Miss Himiko.
Huh? I don't think I noticed. There's so many dream bubbles. Jade's just like standing there waiting for me to talk to her.
General
I'm just like
Jinyue,
standing in
it's
front of her
been too
chasing after
long.
dream bubbles.
Did Miss Fushun return safely?
Well, she almost had a near-death experience this time.
The Omniscia foresaw Iron Tomb's obliterating strike. It also told me there was no avoiding it, no surviving it.
Yet in that exact moment, the Seer strategist sent a message. The empty fortune has cracked open, and fate can now be decided. Then we lost contact.
Hi,
Alas,
Kaya.
always so cryptic. Your brilliant senior soarer never says anything plainly. Left me pacing all night.
Stop lying, General.
No need to be upset, Master Diviner. Cryptic talk comes with the territory of being a general.
The soldiers of the CNJ
Where's
stood
Welt? Why is it
firm in
always
this battle
Himiko?
amidst overwhelming odds. Their courage and sacrifice deserve recognition. And it just so happens that the golden blood of ruin the Alliance needs is in the Nameless's hands. It was taken by the hero
Oh,
Caslana
not
of
this,
Amphoreus
not
at the cost
this.
of his
No,
life. Directly
no,
from
we
though
don't
Caslana
don't
is
give
no
it to
longer a
them.
part of this
Don't
world,
give it to
that
them.
it can still reach a fragment
So
of
in
his
the end,
memory.
what happened to everyone in Amphoreus? They all died, but there is a chance that they will become real again in the future.
Perhaps Caslana would be willing to entrust the golden blood to an ally who went to great lengths for Amphoreus.
In that case.
You said that they are like paladins. They can. Yeah, but paladins can do stupid things.
I offer our deepest respect to the world of Amphoreus and her brave, noble heroes.
Specifically, we know what happens when they use the golden blood.
To
It's
strike
not
me
great.
on as a mortal, even for but a fleeting instant.
Oh, except
This
Finon though.
alone deserves to
Oh
be
no,
etched into the
even Finon's there.
stars
Finon's also there.
and remembered
Oh,
forever.
the only one that will never be reborn is Serenity. the problem, Lord? Jingo and Lord Shine, they're captured. You could try to make a grab at the golden blood. I don't think it wouldn't just be making a grab at it. You'd have to do a lot more than that. Also, what do you mean Fu Shuai had a near death? Everyone had a near death. The entire fucking universe. They didn't just have a near death experience. The entire fucking universe had a death experience.
Mr. Boothill, it's a relief to see you alive and well after all
Will
that
again.
bloodshed.
Born tough, though.
Yeah, I don't like the idea of the Shinzo Alliance getting their hands on the golden blood.
The soldiers of both the IPC and the Cienjo saw the way you all fought.
I'm going to make a harbinger. This, okay, power scaling wise, this does tell us that even like a drop of an Aeon's blood is equivalent to an Emanator, which kind of puts into perspective the power difference between Emanators and Aeons.
No need for thanks, Miss Himiko. I ain't the leader of the pack.
I don't think it registered for him that they did die. That's how fast it happened.
Most of those who showed up for this
Yeah,
have a personal
I
score
think
to
we're
settle the
keeping that
destruction.
part a
That's
secret.
why they fought like they had nothing to lose.
Oh, okay. Now we're just talking about Galaxy Rangers in general.
The Express crew owes you and Miss Rappa a special thanks for retrieving her and Don Hung after the battle.
Oh, that's what Buddha was talking about before. Okay, because our physical bodies had to be recovered from like the wreckage of Amphoreus.
With the scepter put out of commission, there was a lot of chaos across the Amphoreus segmentum. Even with signal tracking, finding them.
And that's what he was talking to Sparkle about.
Maybe her
Fu saw the vision and almost died.
deal.
Oh, did she almost die from just seeing the future?
Speaking of which, where is Miss Rappa?
Don't worry, she's gone to help the other Rangers. I'll pass
Thanks,
on the
Sparkle, even though I don't
Astral
trust.
Express's message to
I mean,
her.
you should trust Sparkle, but she doesn't. I don't think she means us any harm. But you definitely should not trust her. She will doesn't mean us any harm. That doesn't mean she won't cause us a lot of grief.
Is there
Let's
anything
talk
you'd like to
everything.
share with me?
Okay, okay. He doesn't have any no new dialogue here, it seems.
Back so soon?
Okay, let's talk. Can we talk to Pom? What the fuck was that, Pon? Pan? What the fuck? What the fuck were you doing? Audire, what's wrong? The coach has always been so peaceful and quiet. Or is he not used to it? It's pretty boring. Learn someone else has said the same thing. Okay, I guess we can't ask Pom Pom. What the fuck was that? What Pom Pom, run. Pom Pom, run. No, wait, we don't get to ask about that. What the fuck was that, Pom Pom? Audire, you think we're attracted to women with red flags? I don't have any red flags. What are you talking about? Yeah, thankfully her pranks are harmless. Honestly, she thought we enjoyed darker side of relation during the Petaconi arc. Oh, I think we'll see that during the morning afters. We meet again, Audire. I'm waiting for you quite a while. Jade, what are you doing here? I'm here to discuss a lucrative partnership, naturally. Let's cut to the chase. I brought you a new business opportunity. Or rather, a special pawn deal. Only this time, you're the one providing the funds. And as collateral, I'm willing to offer you generous returns in the name of the IPC's strategic investment part. Jade, what the why the fuck would the IPC need our investment? Finally, it's time for the capitalists to come begging to me. High net worth individuals like you have always been the ideal partners every investor eagerly pursues. Wait, we're considered a high net worth individual now? Fucking trailblazer? While the IPC does have vast influence across the universe, we're dealing with the boundless cosmic market. There would always be hidden corners that even the invisible hand of capital cannot control. You do? We own like 1% of Penacony. Like, we're like 1%. Okay. Like 1% of a planet is a lot in like objective terms, but like as far as the universe goes, I don't think it's that much. And like compared to the universe, 1% of a planet is not a lot. And as a nameless, you've landed on several perilous planets and successfully resolved major crises there, so the IPC thinks you're a perfect candidate. The trailers have... Okay, guys. Much more simpler explanation. Jade's fucking lying to flatter us into doing what she wants. That's literally what she does. Jade is like she is a manipulative bitch. This is a much more simple... This is much more... We essentially own 1% of Las Vegas. 1% of Las Vegas would not make you a high net worth individual in the modern world, though. Like, high net worth, like fucking Jeff Bezos and like Elon Musk, their net worths are so much higher than like what 1% of Las Vegas would get you. A much more likely explanation. Jade is just trying to flatter us. Of course, I'm quite interested in you personally. Your performance in Penacony left quite an impression on me. I need to think about it. Of course, hasty decisions are a cardinal sin in business. This isn't the place to talk shop. Let us adjourn to someplace else.
Anything I can do for you?
Currency wars. Well, you're here. This place should be familiar to you, right? She's interested in us? Totally not. Just looking at us as a bag of money. Well, that's also right that we have an instrumental part in solving several crises. Yeah, I'm sure that's why. I'm sure she is interested in us, but I don't think. I think she's laying it on a little thick. Hello, narrator XD. Welcome aboard. Good to see you again. How are you, Ben? We're playing Honkai Star Rail. Yeah, that's true. What were you thinking last time? Did you even run the numbers? Come on, didn't we end up making a profit anyway? As long as it's a net profit, it's all good. I get the doubt who get this lucky every time. Dying good? I'm assuming you mean doing good. Adventuring. You little Yelena. The post-mortem can wait. Our guest has arrived. Have been busy? Oh, busy with what? Well, if it isn't my old friend. Long time no see, Audire. You're having a team building session at Dewlight Pavilion? No, dying? Oh. Have fun with that. Stay safe out there. We're just temporarily leasing the Oak family's assets to their interim office. The facilities here are well equipped, the location is convenient, and it's perfect for our needs. Recordings and shows. Ooh. You do shows? Besides, that friend who lived here won't be back anytime soon. Why not seize this chance to get a taste of his lifestyle? Now that everyone's here, let's cut to the chase and talk about our collaboration. We're developing the Project Currency Wars here. I'm the project lead, and both Topaz and Aventurine are project members. War? We're going to war again? And don't worry, I mean business warfare. And it's just a business simulator anyways. When I say war, I mean corporate warfare across the universe. As you know, the cancer of all worlds is sowed through many planets, creating a lot of bad debt for the IPC, and it's quite a headache to clean up. I'm curious to see that their main quest involved Jade, the quest that introduced her to go and dive into her ton. I feel like we're going to see her a lot again. Oh, we got an RR. Our opponents include local monopolistic tycoons, disciples of the abundance, the antimatter legion, and more. None of them to be taken lightly. They not only seized IPC's assets, but have even used force to drive out IPC workers. Did I get that right, isn't it? That was a good one? Nice. Trying to do my Jade voice may have helped warm me up a little bit. In the past, due to a lack of experience and intelligence, every operation by the Strategic Investment Department required massive investments in resources and manpower. The currency war system can simulate various scenarios, helping us to prepare for different situations in advance. In essence, it's a massive bed-depth settlement simulator. A warmed-up Audire. Why is that funny, Cole? In simpler terms, it's a corporate warfare simulator. It's super fun, and you'll definitely love it. You could say that, so Audire would be willing to take part in this project. Then let's work well together. Great, smart choice. Let's cut to the chase and jump right into the beginner's test. See that machine powering up? That's the control console for the currency wars. Don't worry, we'll start with the lowest difficulty level. Not only will we guide you through the system step by step, we'll also provide special assistance along the way. Wow. Welcome to Currency Wars Simulation System. Click here to start the test. Okay, tutorial. Start match. That's funny because vague. Haha, you're hilarious. Okay, we got another redeem. Initial on. I read that for a moment as on-field aura because of I guess it's on the brain. To achieve this, you'll need to recruit staff members and build your team to defeat your competitors. I've recruited some staff members for you to help in the upcoming project, where you need combat make some preparations. Zero-sum game because like Gundam 00. No, in hindsight, I'm surprised you didn't use the non-obelisk sound for that. The non-obelisk sound isn't continuous. It's like pew. I prepared some seed money for you, but you will need some hands on deck. Open the store and recruit staff members. Wow, Jade? Jade made herself a common character in her own game? Wow, Jade does not feel good. Rivals are made to be broken. Please follow. Okay. We can't do anything that's not in the instructions. So why fucking hide your talents or something like that? On-field characters? Okay. Oh, okay. So there's actually like actual okay, so this is not just a card game. I was under the impression it was just gonna be it's a card game. No, there's like this is like actual. Okay. Or there's gonna be actual gameplay here. After combat, you'll see gold coins. Imagine basing a card off of a character from a recent best-selling book. What? Oh, from as I've written. Okay.
I always deliver.
I'm asking questions.
I guess it doesn't matter who we aim at, okay.
A little gray is too much for you. I'll take it off. You're falling apart on your own. The fearless knows not fear. You can't run. Who's the little backstabber? I venture forth to hunt.
Okay. We're not just one-shotting everything anymore. We have been struck by the follow-up game. Like Gallagher is there, he doesn't even exist. Wait, what? Not a Rachel will do that twice in a row. My numbers are way ahead of the pack now, so I call a star employee. form a bond. Maybe progress. Oh, wait, I understand now. This is the game mode. They trialed this in Honkai Impact. Oh, okay. They trialed this mechanic in Honkai Impact before. 5 oh, yeah, okay. Okay. Oh, this was Trial Impact. They had an event that was similar to this. They've actually had several events with similar mechanics to us, actually. If I get copies going in, yeah, you just explained that. Yes. One of the goals is to get copies to merge them. Okay, ratio hits much harder than everybody else. I guess we'll use Adventuring Sheet. Wow, what just happened? What the fuck just happened? I'll have to actually read through shit at some point.
Our cute play session is over. With enough believers, life become reality.
Actually, I don't think it's probably the most I ever used most. Yeah. I mean, there's not really a lot of point to building those, as far as I know. Cypher, the world's only good cat girl. Wow, brutal. There's an audio more staff members for adult level 6. We can only deploy 6 employees. Purchase experience. Ah, yeah. Yeah, I remember this event now. Try refreshing. Yeah, there was a refresh mechanic too. And Robin is a follow-up attack character. Thank you for following Level Up Otaku Edits. Welcome aboard. I'm Audire Astra, starship vtuber. When your world reaches its end, I will carry you to fair skies. Kinda hope you get Tapper to voice a character in Zenless too, her PA even. No, they'll tap the actual Cypher. Alright, let's start the battle. I'm not sure I'm supposed to look confident for but it's quiet like panicking. Also, again, pointing out Koyo likes really. Alright, Ace Combat. What is this? Ace Combat do again? At first, then we now have Trigger, Cypher, and.
So I can leave early.
Who's Cypher and Trigger? Huh?
I venture forth to hunt. Forever triumphant! Victory is inevitable! I'll take it on.
No, I mean in Hoyo games. I know who Trigger and Cypher are in Ace Combat. No, Tommy, no. Synthesize 3-star. Synthesize Doctor Ratio. Yeah, we're merging them. Got 3-star ratio.
I always deliver.
Okay, I guess it's like a level up ability for him, where he gets to throw multiple chalk per turn. Trigger is a special ops sniper that is your authorities and staff the MC for personal reasons. I'll shoot blind or reverse that shows our emotions with colors. Ah, okay. Oh, she's a zenless character. I see. I was like, I've never heard of that before. I don't know zenless characters. Let's see. Yeah, Cypher, I think. Okay, so you need 3 copies. Okay, you need 3 copies to level up. Yeah, that's it. I should ask, was there a character you know was one of the fan versions of them? Yeah, I don't really keep track of Zonless. Word note enemies and crystal auras. Ah, okay. Keeping tabs? What's that supposed to mean? They can better prepare for the final test. 7 follow-up attack. And 3 IPC. Got plenty of fun, so let's upgrade to level 8. Little Yelena, it's now your time to shine. I can't deploy anyone else. Yeah, okay, I think that's all we can really do. You should count maybe jumping the game up there. You feel like you wouldn't commit enough time to it? Fair. Not being able to choose. Oh my gosh, smells of money. Oh my god, Topaz goes AoE at 3-star level? Or 2-star level? That's insane. That changes everything. Oh my god, she'd actually be good. Alright, Rachel, 1 shot. Okay. Almost. I got 3 chalks. Oh my god, she actually did 1 shot. I was not expecting that. Unlimited chalk works. A follow-up, yeah. He can chain his own follow-up attack. I knew I wasn't wrong about you anyway. That was impressive. Seriously, have you considered joining the Strategic Investment Department directly? With your talent, you could reach senior management in no time. Although it was just a warm-up, your results were truly excellent for a first-time participant. However, that's still I could do a quick debrief. Audire, what do you think was the decisive factor in defeating your opponent during the test just now? Your careful guidance. Thank you for your praise. The capital market is like a grand showcase in which all its participants are merely gems in a display case, waiting to be noticed. Whoever can draw the most attention will naturally seize the greatest gains. But the most dazzling has never been a single gem. Only those who can set many gems into a unique piece of jewelry deserve to stand at the center of the showcase, gazing down at those who have faded into obscurity. So choosing the right people and building the perfect team is the cornerstone of a success. I reserve judgment. Looks like you prefer to work alone. People are the most valuable assets. That has definitely been Ed and Jade's consistent philosophy on Wolf. Indeed, Wolf's schemes and luck are merely tools in the end. You want to achieve victory, the most crucial factor will always be the power of people. I feel like that's gonna be whole universe's philosophy towards their employees. Just a bit of personal insight. Consider a small gift to my partner. Alright, Audire, you can take a break now. We need to organize the test data we just collected. After that, we'll need you to continue with the next round of tests. The Jade voice makes me want another Arata. Okay, here we go. Ara. Okay, sorry. Let me do that one. That was bad. Ara. There we go. Second one did it. And the trick I had to like get the exact right amount of breathiness in. It's very easy to overdo it. That's what I've realized. Anyways, how was that one? How was that one, Wraith? Your score on it, the second one, I mean. Second one, that it slaughtering. Last one, definitely the best one, I would say. Okay. Why is the word breath funny, Cole? Oh my god, vast. Okay. Unlike the initial testings, all your characters will be hooked in. Oh, whoops. Why is so planning strategic music so tense? I didn't even notice.
I hit the mark. It's on me.
Having a 3-person team feels weird. Okay, well that was easy. Nice warm-up permanent up in the newly acquired treasure crystal ores. Get some stuff and build up. You can like the wait 4 pay. Let's upgrade to level 4 first. Not to boy new staff members Ron May and Herda. Two's called Fought the Cosmic Scholars Bond. Oh, right, I'm gonna do this. Actually, the Epilogue fight music can be used for more traditional fantasy encounter and tabletop too. I don't remember the Epilogue fight music. I guess you can see a preview. Okay.
Don't let me down.
I mean, we are still in the tutorial, so.
All will be swept
I already just yeah, but I wasn't paying attention. I'm not paying attention to that music, Tom. So I do know what you mean by the planning music being tense. It's very dramatic. An easy win, well done. Anything left in those stars? Just can't hear the bangers. Yeah, it's Audire Astra, not Audire Bangers. The folding knife for the basic equipment that provides basic stat bonuses drives a folding knife onto Herda. Folding knife can increase 10% of Herda's on-field strength. Next, also head to the supply phase. Welcome to the supply phase. You can select a character and equipment combo to tackle the upcoming test. Basic equipment is synthesized into one advanced equipment, tracking Lucky Star onto Herda. Synthesized high-frequency train saw. It greatly increases on-field character strength and Lucky Star crit rate. Okay. Alright. So this is new. The mode the Honkai Impact mode did not have items. Tommy made a comment saying like I'm too busy listening to the void of space instead of not listening to the bangers, and I said yeah, I'm Audire Astra, not Audire Bangers. Like, it's in the name, Tommy. Okay. Alright, we need ALE. Cosmic Scholar, okay. I think we should level up. Oh, Aston is up. Okay. I'll just stick Asta in there. Well, do you have music lined up for next week's session? I do not.
Don't let me down. All will be swept away by the wind.
The last one was a 9 lap. Okay, okay. Damn, small Herda hurts. Obtain the roller skate to increase the speed. Open the character info art. Recommended equipment. Track. This basic weapon. Okay. Okay, having this all does make it much more complicated. Oh, she got rocket shoot. She got rocket sneakers. Rockets. She got fucking rocket sneakers. Okay. I'm looking more AoE characters. Oh, there's Acheron. We are not getting lucky here with AoE characters. Small hurdle with rocket Nikes.
I always deliver. Is it coming? All will be swept away by the wind.
Many teams? I'm more teams. What? What do you mean teams? It's been a while since we've had to use Asta. Oh my god! Herda! Small Herda, oh my god. Sing Asta, all sing, yeah. I still love her, Asta, she's so cute. We haven't seen her in a while. What do I saw? The cards are, the cards, oh, I wasn't even looking. Oh, we're gonna sell those, we're gonna... Oh wait, this is, her does recommend. Okay, let's... Oh. What? Welcome to the test, Madam Herda. Which is an easy test, well, it's not me. Let's get her on field right away. Deploy the Herda. Oh man, where does that have any equipment? Here's a disassembly wrench for you. Try it to little Herda. Oh no. We're taking big Wait, they actually just called it little Herda and big Herda. That's so funny. Alright, let's activate 5 AoE attack. What enacts that? And activate 5 AoE bonds. I'm now coming towards 7 AoE. Alright, so we need 3 more chibies. If so mighty, it was so simple. Goodbye, run, man. And the final one. It's just Deliverer. He doesn't get any other. Okay. Okay. What do I get rid of? I'll get rid of Asta. Trivia? Why isn't this enough trivias? I don't get it. Okay. Whatever. Yeah, we'll proceed to combat anyways. Okay. I'm pretty sure we'll be fine, given just how much Herda kind of then one-shotting. Small Herda's kind of then one-shotting everything anyways.
All will be swept away by the wind.
You look tough.
Alright, I don't know how an axle works. Cool, I definitely don't understand how he works in currency moves. Alright, let's see how much damage Big Herda does. Is that all? No. Okay, Small Herda finishes him off. Okay, Big Herda's level 2 now. Oh, I forgot an Argante. How do I replace him with? He's not really doing anything. Oh, Chibi can be both frontline and offline. Okay. And Argante, no. Argante is only frontline. Okay, there we go. Now we can 3-star Chibi. Yeah, there we go. There we go. That frees up some space. even moved yet, and like they're half dead. I haven't even done anything yet.
All will be swept away by the wind.
And I forgot to square up another card because we can jump back or both out. Ah, that makes sense.
Curious, endless riddles. Nothing but a thought.
Getting 2-star Alexa. And now I think we're just gonna save.
Existence is unity.
Magical Witch Hurrah nukes. Yeah, I didn't even do anything. I didn't even press a button. It just died. Oh, how's the heartwarming epilogue? Was the epilogue even voiced? For the most part, no. A little bit of it was that the dream bubbles of the Astral Express were voiced, but the majority of it was not. Oh, so yes. Hello, Chaos Doll. How have you been? Alexa. Oh, I forgot. I have items. Let's put on it. I don't really feel like I need to use any of these, but I got a 3 cost or a lower character. Could you copy that character with 1 star? Who does this help with? That's just great. I'm not. I just will pick something random. This doesn't do anything for me. On field strength. Consecutive action DPS. Oh. I thought you were more rewards. Okay, 3 events. Okay. I accidentally created a combo. Was not intending to, but... Alright. Free refresh. I don't know, why do I get free refreshes? Did you see the HSR calendar? I did! It looks very cute. I think it's very funny. Saridra is February. I think they did that one on purpose. I'm just gonna put it out there. Because February is the shortest month, and Saridra is the shortest. Well, actually no, Chibi is the shortest, but Saridra is she has a short complex.
You look tough.
Till I see that light, I will protect all beauty.
Short mode for short. Yeah, exactly. I feel like they did that on purpose. Is Flame Reaver only going to get a chance to move? I feel like no. I feel like the answer is no. Oh, okay. He gets to move. He gets to cheat at the start of his second phase, because bosses automatically get to do something on their phase transition. But yeah, other than that, he didn't even get to do anything. What was December? I don't remember. I'll have to look back. I'd have to check the calendar again. After 2 tests, you become familiar with the basic mechanics of currency wars. You can explore more details in subsequent in-depth tests. Of course, I'll keep my promise and pay you accordingly based on your test progress. Now that you can work independently, Topaz and I can leave without any worries. Leaving? You're not staying with me anymore? As much as I'd love to continue running simulations with you, we've got way too much work on our hands. We apologize. Our data is stored as currency wards. You can borrow our abilities whenever you need them. See you next time. Have you heard about Hollywood's Petit Planet? Yeah, their Animal Crossing gacha game. Don't worry. I'll stick around you for now. I'll be here monitoring the test data while Currency Wars is running. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me anytime. By the way, Rafe, how would you rate my Jade voice? Don't let your guard down. The real challenge is yet to come, and you're about to witness the brutality of the capital market firsthand. Your competitors will stop at nothing to strip you of every asset you own. It's still a gacha? I assume it's a gacha. I don't actually know for sure. I just assume it's a gacha because it's from them. They don't really make non-gachas. Okay. Hi, my internet finally is dying so I can actually watching. I'm so sorry, Wish Jelly. I am just about to end. I am literally about to end. The way you said I'll stick around with you in Jay's voice, yeah, it's good. Alright. Thank you, Rafe. Yeah, I'm inconsolable. I'm sorry, Jelly. We'll be back on Friday. I'll be back Friday, same time, same place. Same Audire replay time, same Audire channel. And oh, the person I was rate just went offline. Okay, how do people find people to rate again? Okay, I'll just find someone else streaming Honkai Star Rail. Yes. Alright. Alright. Alright, everybody. Alright, everybody. Thank you all for tuning in. We will be back on Friday with more Hollow Knight. I'm taking a complete week off. It's been like 2 weeks since I last played, so I'm gonna be bad. It's gonna be bad. It's gonna be suffering. So thank you all for tuning in, and I hope to see you all again on Friday. Until then, have a wonderful rest of your week and a wonderful night. Oh, hi, Katsuo. Thank you for stopping by at the end. Good night, everyone. Good night.